Welcome to this week's version of Nickels and Dimes, our weekly video series. As fiduciary advisors, one of our jobs is to help people get clear on what their goals are. And one of the common goals folks have is getting clarity on whether they can retire or not, or what age they can retire, or how much money they need in this process. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today in a study done by Charles Schwab and share some information with you. So let's jump in. How much do you need to retire? If you're retired, you already know the answer, or at least hopefully you know the answer. If you're not retired yet and are approaching retirement, it's probably something that's on your mind. So the study I'd mentioned was done by Schwab. So they surveyed 1,000 workers and they asked them a simple question: how much do you need to retire? And the number came back, at least according to the 1,000 folks they surveyed, the number came back at $1.7 million to pay for retirement. Interestingly, down from 1.9 million reported last year. So it looks like Schwab did the same survey of 1,000 workers last year, and the number, for whatever reason, was actually dialed down. Now, my best guess is it's because the markets are lower, and maybe, that's, as simple as it gets. Obviously, the markets are lower from last October, from October 21 to around this time frame. So given the market downturn, maybe folks are dialing down that number, at least in their mind. The survey also noted that the factors keeping the average worker from reaching their retirement goal, of course, inflation. Obviously, we know, in most cases, this is most folks' concerns. Obviously, monthly bills, stock market volatility, unexpected expenses, credit card debt, education savings, and costs for children being 21%. Positively, in response to the challenges that we noted here, 79% have mentioned that they are going to change their saving and retirement habits. Well, that would be a good thing. Now, positively, even though this is still less than 50%, less than half of those who participated in this survey, 47% to be exact, say they are very likely to meet their retirement goals. So, obviously that's really good news. They probably have, for some years, decade, had some level of financial discipline, kept saving, investing, good markets, bad markets. So I'm assuming that, let's call it 47% or 470 people in that 1,000 folks survey probably did a pretty good job over the years. Now let's talk about the rest of the folks. This is what's concerning. Per the survey, 33% said they do not know how long their savings are likely going to last in retirement. So 33%, or a third, have no idea how long the savings are going to last, while unfortunately 13% reported they're not likely to reach their retirement goals. So in our opinion, if you are in the camp of having no clue how long your savings are going to last you in retirement, or are in the 13% here that don't believe you're likely to reach your retirement goals, certainly that's something that is concerning. And in my opinion, human nature is to once you have more confidence, more clarity, you can start really building upon that. So one of the things that we would suggest, that I'll jump into now, is putting together a retirement forecast. So what is a retirement forecast? Now, don't get intimidated if you're intimidated by numbers from this spreadsheet, but this would be like a retirement forecast. So let me walk through it with you on a high level. So of course, we're in the year 2022 on the far left. This is assuming a couple age 67, let's call it husband and wife or partners. And we're assuming in the income flow column, maybe they started receiving Social Security, this year. Maybe they have some kind of pension. Fast forward in the same income column, you can see in 2028, at their age 73, this is again a hypothetical situation. We're anticipating some kind of inheritance over a little over $1 million. again, one of the nice things you could do with these scenarios is simply run scenarios. So what does a certain scenario do to your financial situation? How does it affect you? In the plan distribution column, again, in this hypothetical, at age 72, as you know, there are required minimum distributions. So this couple, let's assume they have IRAs or 401ks. They have to start taking their required minimum distribution at age 72. That was calculated based on their account balances and life expectancy at $30,000. So the bottom line is the total inflow column, again, given their situation, is around $74,000. Their total expenses, which of course in this calculation include total expenses plus taxes, so what comes in and what goes out, and of course what their net cash flow would be, and effectively what they need to take from their portfolio. And in this hypothetical situation, their total portfolio assets, oddly enough, were about what that survey was, around 1.8 million. Now, what's the point of this analysis? It's simply to give folks an idea of what potentially may happen with certain assumptions in the future. Again, what does your income look like? These are things that you could pretty well project, at least if you have clarity on Social Security or a pension or things such as that. You have a reasonable assumption what inflation would be. And of course, historically, it's been around 3%. I know we've seen obviously severe inflation most recently. Hopefully that tames down. But there are certain assumptions that one makes when putting together these retirement forecasts. But at the end of the day, if you are in the camp that are not sure, that 13% are not sure whether you could retire or don't feel confident that you can, or in the 33% camp that really have no clarity, we suggest you sit down with an advisor, whether it's your own advisor, maybe you could do these calculations yourself. There's plenty of tools online. Or certainly, if you would like a second opinion, you could reach out to us. So to that end, you can go on our website. Here's what our website looks like. In the upper right-hand corner, there's the Contact Us tab. Click on the information or click on that tab. You can fill out the information, and we're happy to put together an analysis that hopefully gives you some clarity and maybe give you some more confidence to answer the question, hey, yes, you can retire, and assuming certain assumptions and an ideal situation, again, it gives you more clarity and confidence. To that end, thanks again for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.